Hi everybody, and thank you for watching our video today. Today we're going to show you how to make a really tasty, delicious Indian meal. It's going to be really simple and really low cost, but it's going to be absolutely delicious. And here to demonstrate this is my very talented, amazing, beautiful friend, Sharan.
Hello everybody, my name is Sharan, and Paula and I have been friends for a long time. We enjoy food together. We did some cooking together, but this is the very first time we're doing something like this.
So what are you going to make for us today, Sharan?
So actually, what I'm cooking today is very traditional. It's a curry made with paneer, but you can adapt and add chicken. 500 grams of chicken, and this will feed about 4 people. So I actually have adapted, and I'm going to call this Sharan's Kadahi Paneer.
I can't wait to see what happens here. Before you put the ingredients in, Sharan, can you just tell us what's on the table in front of us?
Okay, so to make this curry, we're going to use the basic ingredients that you need to use to make any Indian curry actually. So I have some onion. I like red onions. I cook with red onions, but you can use the brown, whichever. And I have lots of garlic. I love garlic. So in here I have whole bulb of garlic and then fresh ginger. I always cook with fresh ingredients. It makes a difference how your curry is going to turn out. In here I also have red chilli, fresh red chilli, grated or blended together with the ginger. Obviously tomatoes, you need tomatoes. And in here I am going to give it a little twist. I'm going to add some honey as well. And I have lemon juice. And we're going to make this curry using one single spice, which is cumin seeds. Cumin seeds is something you must have in your kitchen cupboards if you're making Indian food, because you will need this for almost everything. Okay?
They smell so good as well.
And they do, definitely. And also the turmeric and obviously the oil and paneer, which is available in any supermarket. And my favorite in the end will go the coriander, fresh coriander. Okay, shall we start?
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to put my pan. This is a pan called Kadahi. You don't have to have the Kadahi. You can make this curry in any pan you have in your house. So what I'm going to add in here is the first thing is the oil. Okay. At home, we always use oil to make our curries. Ghee is very tasty. You can use ghee as well, but we cook with oils. So I'm going to add, this is 2 tablespoons of oil. And the main thing, you wait for your oil to be hot. This is very important, and a tip that we learned that we use all the time, and it makes a difference. Before you add anything to your oil, make sure your oil is hot enough for your ingredients. To check, I'm going to add a few seeds of cumin. It hasn't started to sizzle, so I'm not ready to add any ingredients to this oil. I'm going to wait. The reason for that, if you add your spices to the cold oil, it would not release the flavor.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
so
really pleasant to know, actually.
Definitely. So it's always, you make sure you check your oil. I'm going to check again. Still not hot enough, we can wait. And every method that I'm going to show will add to how your curry is going to turn out.
It looks just so healthy, so colourful.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to try. And I love the smells as well. It's just so beautiful. The spices and
Definitely. And I love cooking. This is something we do. I work as a pharmacy technician in our local hospital. But in the evenings and the weekend, that's when we do the cooking. Okay, so I'm going to check the oil again.
Okay, what inspires you to cook, Sharan?
So when we were growing up, I have a sister and my brother as well. When we were growing up back home in India, our dad was the main cook in the house, and he was amazing. He was really amazing. Anytime he cooked anything, he would say to 3 of us, come and watch. This is what you do, this is what you don't do. And that's how we learn. And he's our inspiration. And we do this for our dad. And my sister and I do cookery classes here in the Oakwood Cookery School in Elgin. And for us to do the classes is the reason to expand what our dad taught us and share with everybody. And our classes are really popular, and we love meeting people, and that's the one way, sharing the food and meeting people. So Paula, I'm just testing the oil. So you can see my seeds are sizzling away. That's when I know that my oil is ready.
Should indicate her to say
add the next ingredient. So in here I have a tablespoon of cumin seeds. You can hear the noise. That's a good sign. That means my oil is hot. Okay, just stir. It doesn't take long, just only a few seconds for your cumin seeds to cook. And then I would add the grated garlic. So that's another main thing. After cumin seed, you add the garlic. Okay, the whole thing.
I can smell that already. That's beautiful.
It is. I love the smell of garlic.
Yeah.
And then you just stir. It will stick to your pan a little bit, but don't worry about it. Okay, you keep scraping, and that will add to the flavor as well, how your curry is going to turn out. Okay?
It's good. So you've really inspired me to cook, Sharan. You've also helped me build confidence in cooking, absolutely so. So you've always said to me there's the essence of a good curry, and then there's the spices that you want to add to make that sour curry and that taste. But what's the spices and ingredients that you feel that are the essence to start a curry?
Start a curry. That's like I was saying in the beginning. For a curry, or basic, or if you're making a more complicated, the main ingredients you must have is the cumin seed spices, cumin seed, onion, garlic, ginger, and tomatoes. That's the base of your curry. And obviously you need the turmeric powder as well, which is very healthy and good for you.
I was going to say there's health benefits as well.
Definitely, so many health benefits. Definitely. You can see my garlic have changed color a little bit, but not too much, and that's the right time for our next ingredient. So we're going to add onions next. So you can grate onions, you can chop them really finely if you don't have a food processor, but I blitz them through into the food processor, and then I'm going to add my onions. Okay.
So Paneer, Sharan, is that like a hard cheese?
It is, yes. Paneer is made with milk. You boil the milk, and then once it comes to boiling, turn the heat down, and you can add lemon juice into the milk, or some people add vinegar into the milk, and you just stir it, and then you'll see the milk will separate. And there's a name for it, I forgot the name.
Don't worry about
that. And then you drain that into a cloth, muslin cloth, and you put weight on that, and that's your paneer. It's so simple, really easy, but we love it. It's our family favorite. And love paneer.
And so paneer is an alternative thing if you're not wanting to add meat to your dish. Paneers are a really good substitute for vegetarians as well.
Definitely. And I was going to say that this is a vegetarian curry, but like I was saying in the beginning that you can add chicken, 500 grams of chicken, or you can add tofu to make it vegan friendly. You can add tofu, and you can avoid honey. You can add a half a teaspoon of sugar. So what I'm doing, Paula, you can see that my onions are sticking to the pan a little. This is the best part. So you scrape the pan and you keep mixing. Okay? And this will add to your curry as well.
So lovely. Really smells nice now as well.
And there aren't very many ingredients in here already, but it smells amazing.
And what would it be like? Is it quite a mild spice? It's very spicy, or can you actually experiment and make it really spicy or a mild tasting curry?
Indian curries that I know in here that have, for example, vindaloo is meant to be really hot. But the actual traditional cooking of it, you can make it spicy. You can make korma really spicy. If you enjoy the spicy food, you can make korma really spicy or keep it mild. Or you can adapt the heat that you enjoy. Which is definitely good. Okay. I'm going to scrape again.
So how much with the ingredients here we've got today, we've said to feed a family of 4 with this or the chicken. So how much would this cost to make this meal?
So that I was excited. I'm glad you asked me this. So this, the whole thing is going to cost me just under £5.
That is so
amazing.
Good. That's really good actually, because considering there's fresh ingredients as well, which people think it can be quite expensive to buy sometimes. That's really good.
No, it is just under £5, and that's what I was excited about. That the eating healthy and fresh and delicious doesn't cost too much. So this will feed 4 of us, because we're going to have this later in the night, isn't it? Yeah. Manju is going to go in this as well. I'm definitely sure she'll have something to say.
Yes, I'm going
she can make it better.
I'm very lucky to later on be having for my tea when I'm for my dinner, and I'm so excited to try it. It's going to just smells and looks lovely, and it'll be tasting lovely as well.
So 3 of us are going to get together and have this. Well, I'm going to be making rice to go with our paneer curry and roti.
What's roti?
Roti is chapati. So it's roti is Punjabi, chapati is Hindi, and so there's lots of different words for it. And so this is, you can see it's gone like caramelized and color have changed, and it's sticking more to the pan. So the next ingredient we're going to add is the turmeric powder. Okay, so there's always another tip we share. If you're using tomatoes, always add your turmeric powder first.
Okay.
It's really important that you cook your turmeric powder for a few seconds before you add your tomatoes. It's for the flavor and for the color as well. So in here, I have a teaspoon of turmeric, which I have added to the pan, and you can smell it.
And I just love the colour of it as well. It's such a lovely colour.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to put the turmeric powder mix it really, really well, and cook it for a few seconds. Okay, and then we're going to add some salt. Obviously, salt is important to your taste. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add the ingredient list to the video as well. Salt, I always, you write the measurement, but it's entirely to your taste. Some people like it salty, others don't. I love salty food, so I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoon, and then that should be enough. And then you cook, mix it really well, and then we're going to add tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes, but this is a tin tomato, and I have put it through the food processor, so I'm going to add that.
Lovely.
I love the noise. I love the noise of when you add each ingredient. Okay? Mix it really, really well. Ginger and chili now, okay, and this is again fresh. You can use the ready-made ginger garlic paste, but it doesn't give you the same taste what this fresh ingredients will give you. And okay, and then you add the lemon juice. This is a tablespoon of lemon juice and a tablespoon of honey. I love honey. Honey is my favorite word too. I love the word honey, and I love eating honey. So for my cup of tea and coffee at home, I use honey as a sweetener. You can see it's kind of glazed a little while using honey. Okay.
So what ingredients do we have left then?
That's everything really for the base. So this is our base.
Yeah.
So next I'm going to add the paneer, but this is where you can add the chicken. If you like fish, you can add fish.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Cod will be really good in this recipe if you like your cod.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the base is ready.
Amazing.
It looks good. It
Yeah,
does
it
look
really
good.
does
doesn't
look
it?
so good.
Thank you. Talking about food makes me smile too. Actually, I love
You can
talking
tell,
about
you're just
food.
smiling, you're beaming just as you're doing it, you're speaking, I just think it's lovely, so lovely to see.
Thank you. Right, we're ready to add paneer.
Okay.
Okay. So this is, I have cut, you can cut to your taste. I prefer it this way, so I have cut the chunks of paneer, which we're going to add.
And will that still stay quite hard then? Will it still, when it's cooking?
Mm-hmm. So paneer, we say it's an Indian cheese, but it doesn't melt.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll stay, it won't be too hard, it'll be a little softer,
Uh-huh.
but it would not melt.
That's good.
Okay. You mix it really, really well. Okay. And I'm going to put the lid on to the pan and cook it onto the medium heat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And how long would you leave this cooking for?
So the whole, from here, the whole thing will take about just 10 minutes, not too long.
That's really no time at all.
Not
Actually,
time
so it's
at
like a
all.
quick meal you can make when you're home from work, make for the family.
Exactly.
You can cook up an amazing dish like this.
Exactly. What we also talk about in our class, at home, Manju and I both do it. When you make the base, you can portion your base and you can freeze it, put it into the freezer. So when you're coming home from work and you just take the base out of the freezer and then you can add your ingredients, heat it up. And then you can add your paneer, you can add your chicken to make a quick curry.
Oh, that's a good idea. So
Yeah.
you can actually experiment with different ingredients then
Exactly.
actually. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, whether it's chicken or whether it's paneer. Yeah, that's
Exactly,
good, yeah.
exactly. So I was actually thinking, Paula, remember we talked about it.
Yes.
What are we going to show next? What are we cooking next?
I can't say this word.
And we teach Paula how to speak Indian.
I'm getting good though. Shukriya,
Shukriya,
which
yes.
is thank you.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
But the word I just can't just quite get is
Yeah. Curry.
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 Curry?
Nearly.
Teach me some more.
So I always say that, you know, doing these, now we've started, hopefully we could continue, and we will teach or show how to make curry pakora next, which is very traditional. It's a sacred food as well, and it's healthy and it's wholesome, cost effective as well, and really awesome and tasty. Isn't it?
Yes, honestly, I think there's not been one dish I think that you've ever cooked up that's everything's just so delicious, and yours is well done, Jay.
So sweet.
Honestly, and just thank you so much for your time and your good energy, just all the love you put into it. You can see just how much this sparks joy in you. You're smiling, and I just thank you very much for doing this for us. We really appreciate your time. But yeah, I'm excited for later though because I get to taste it. But if you want to enjoy this delicious meal, then please watch the video, follow the recipe, and enjoy.
Yeah. So in here, it's paneer's already quite soft. It doesn't take long at all. You can see. So what I'm going to add is a cup of water to give some sauce to this dish. But if you like your curry quite dry, you can just leave it. You don't have to add anything. But if you like it creamy, you can add some cream. I do like coconut milk as well. I would, next time if I want a little creamy, I would add half a cup of coconut milk. But at this time, I'm just going to add some water. Okay?
Smell and hear, it's amazing.
I know. And it looks good too.
Yeah, really, really good. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I will go and get some water.
So how much water did you put in it?
I'm going to put 1 cup.
Oh, 1 cup.
1 cup.
Oh, so it's quite a lot of water then if you wanted to be more of a sauce.
But more of a sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 1 cup of water, which I'm going to add. Okay. because we're going to eat this with the rice and chapati as well, you'll see when it's mixed, it's not really runny, it's still going to be quite thick, but it'll give you a nice sauce.
And actually it's made just more of the curry as well, so it's more to
More
enjoy.
to share.
Yeah,
More to
definitely.
share as well. Yeah. So, and okay, I'm going to cook for a little while. As you can see, Paula, I'm not going to add any more spices or garam masala, nothing to it. We're going to keep it quite natural. And garam masala it adds the flavor, but it's a mixture of 7 really strong spices. And so if you add too much, it can take over, it can ruin your curry. But for this one, we're just going to keep it simple and tasty and wholesome and flavoursome.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, it just looks delicious, it smells delicious, and I just can't wait to taste it. My stomach is going. So I'm excited for later.
Me too, I'm really excited. So, like I was saying, I will make some rice.
Yeah, so you'll put this in for 15 minutes, and then at the end, would you add your...
Yeah, so at the end, I would turn the heat off. Once I know it's cooked properly, I will turn the heat off and sprinkle some coriander, fresh corianders. But not everybody, I know that not everybody likes coriander, so you can avoid it. But I personally really like coriander, so I will add. Do you like coriander?
Yes, I do.
Yes. I will add some coriander, and that'll be our dish. Okay, so look at it sizzling away. So beautiful.
So tasty.
Okay. And like in the beginning, we were saying this is our very first time doing something like this. I'm still very nervous.
All of the nerves.
I hope you all enjoy this, and I hope you all make it. If you do, and if you do enjoy it, would you let me know, please? Somehow.
Let me know.
Yeah. Somehow, let me know what you think, and if you would like me to take away anything, or if you had anything to make it even tastier, just let me know, please. I would wait for your comments and your feedback. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.